Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I was just looking around at potential opportunities, and I noticed this. We can form the Kingdom of Arabia, which is very interesting indeed. So we'll do that, and that means that we have access to all of these de jure titles here. That includes everything here, and also a significant chunk of Mesopotamia. So that's wonderful. I feel like that's two simultaneous wars. So we would do something like this. And then we would also declare on this fine gentleman something like that. Now, what's the capital here? Okay, we might be able to force an early end to this war by attacking out here. So that would be wonderful. We're going to raise up probably down here. I just don't want to greedy raise it. How powerful is Mesopotamia? 27,000. Wow, okay. Sure. So he's actually reasonably powerful. Bringing in holy orders as well, that's like 60k. Remarkable. 76k. I mean, that's not scary, but good for him. It's very cute. We'll just raise similar numbers and it'll be fine. Like, we can scale to that army size without any problem whatsoever, and we'll win every fight. So that sounds fine. We are... How close are we to having our men-at-arms? About 15 days? Yeah, we want to raise... realm-wide quarantine? It's fine. It should be okay. We want to raise up to about here. 80k is fine. Men-at-arms have arrived. If we walk up here, do we catch this force? The answer is no, so instead we're going to come up this direction, and we're going to look to take his capital, and hopefully force him out of this war a little earlier. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. So we're going to head up over this way. Looks solid. And with any luck, this could end the war, in theory. We'll see if this happens. He's just kind of sailing around out here. Okay. 54? Not ideal. Well, we'll head up over here for now. We don't want to have to go all the way over here if we can help it. Okay, they finished up an occupation up this way. That is noted. Okay, we should grab it here as long as we're in this area. The treatment worked. Okay, perfect. Zealous people aren't happy, but, you know, whatever. 830 gold is absolutely wonderful. Okay, so we're going to head here, then we'll head to K-Bar, and then we'll probably start heading out over this direction. Now, we just got rightful ownership, so that is noted. What is currently set up here? So Renaissance Sod is being exposed. So our only real choice here is promissory notes, right? We have every other technology in the game other than what is being exposed, Renaissance Thought, and promissory notes. So we are about to max our technology within the next 14 years. So that looks good. The game isn't over yet, but it will be fairly soon. But we are going to max our technology well before the end of the game. Well before 1400, actually. So that looks solid. So Yanbu is, of course, going to fall very quickly, and we're going to head on up over this way. White piece? What? No. Why would we white piece you? That's not going to happen. Get out of here. I have no idea why he thinks that we would white piece him. That's insane. We're not going to do that. We do get a new stewardship perk, and we're going to take Fearful Troops, reducing our men-at-arms maintenance cost per dread, which is pretty nice. We'll punch somebody as well. If only that built us up some dread, but it doesn't. Apparently, we're not very good at punching them. We're just not a very threatening figure. Whatever. That's fine. So I do want to come fight these guys. Fighting would be very good. So we're just going to position these guys right out over here. There we go. I'm going to split off our bombards and some levy forces just enough where it's not easy to stack wipe them. We'll leave behind, I don't know, somewhere like 40,000. That should be sufficient. And this guy is going to head up over here while these guys look to give battle down this way. Of course, we're not going to hit them here. We're going to need to head like this direction or so. Try to cut them off a little bit, but we'll see what ends up happening here. I'd like to fight at least one of these forces, and there's a number of them on the way over. So we're going to head down this way for right now. Throw him in jail. And, oh, that's a 75k stack coming towards us up here. That is noted. We'll need to deal with that. I want to eliminate this war first, so we're going to come down and eliminate these guys. This siege is fine. We would normally want to come siege up over here, but with this stack here, we definitely want to come south. Putting a little bit more space between us and this force and a little less space between us and our allies. Or not really allies, but our reinforcements. Okay, what do we got going on here? Sure, we'll lose some stress. Okay, so we're going to fight this guy. That'll be fine. We should easily take this back as well. This should be a very quick siege, in theory. Okay. Let's come down this direction for right now. I'm just noting what we've got going on up here. And yeah, this war's over. So we'll enforce those demands, and that is absolutely fine. I want to bring these forces up. Now, our forces are tremendously higher quality than theirs. Even though theirs are a little bit larger, I don't think this is a problem. Our men-at-arms are just exceedingly powerful, and there's not much they can do about it. Our men-at-arms are almost maximized. They're not maximized, but they're almost maximized. Now, I do want to come down over here quick. Oh, hi. Gowpox. Interesting. Well, that's quite a thing. I want to come in here and make sure that we are maximizing our men-at-arms. So, specifically, nothing to be done in Kong North at the moment. We'll come back to it. Nothing to be done in Kong. Nothing to be done in Dabakala. In Buwaki, we definitely have things we can do. So we would be delighted to boost up our blast furnaces here. Let's do that. In Bandama, nothing too much. In Boron, that's pretty maxed, actually. In Boron North, this is maxed as well. In Waradugu, we're actually pretty much maxed. I didn't realize we were that close to being maxed. Okay, well, let's just continue to work on blacksmiths in these locations for now. We can boost up our blacksmiths here to boost our spearmen. We actually can boost our spearmen a number of times in Laraba still. But we are very, very close to maxing out our men-at-arms now. Kong is actually maxed at this point, and Dabakala is one upgrade away from being maxed. So this is looking good. We're making very, very solid progress here. Okay, let's pop back over to our war, although we do need a tax collector, and we should probably appoint one. We'll appoint this guy as our tax collector, and that seems fine. So these guys are all coming in over here. I want to group our forces back together, just in case. This will nullify any potential numerical advantage they might have. And we're going to make our way up over here and look to fight them. They're a little spread out right now, which is strange. They shouldn't be. I don't know why they decided to spread out. This is not going to go well for them. In fact, this is going to go incredibly poorly. So that stack wipes. They're on their way in here. They're locked in. We're just going to siege this. This is going to stack wipe. The war's over. They have no choice here. We're just going to come up and fight them here. Are we capped on battles? We're not. So this battle likely ends the war. There we go. War's over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Now, this is a lot of territories we don't actually want to hold. So we're going to have to look at the kingdom title here. This would be... Kingdom of Arabia would be seated in Medina, which is this guy. He might accept. If we send him a gift, he'd gain 37 opinion of us. Then if we grant him the title Kingdom of Arabia and everything under it, he's going to gain approximately 1 trillion opinion of us. So we grant that over. And now we demand his conversion, and it's a 20% chance. Okay, well, we'll roll the dice on that one. I don't really expect that to work out. Okay. We can transfer this guy over as well, but he's considering a proposal from us. Okay, so we've got a lot of these victories, of course. We're going to get rid of those. There we go. Ransoms. No. And also, no. Okay. Actually, that one might have been okay. Hold court. Enter seclusion. Yeah, I don't care about either of those right now. So we need a new chancellor. The Fama of France is actually a good option here. So we'll do that. That sounds great. And now we've got 2,770 gold, so over in Boron, I would like to upgrade our post mills. Perfect. He actually did convert. Wow, that was only a 20% chance. We'll take it. So Palestine is a kingdom tier realm. If we were to attack here, we could get some de jure. But could we just go after the king title itself? That'd be ideal if we could. This looks inauspicious. Yeah, that's not going to be great. So that's fine. There's also these guys here. This is a kingdom tier title as well. I don't suppose we already have a claimant on it. No, we don't. Okay. There are some de jure lands, but I would much rather get the kingdom level title. 145 reasons and 185 reasons. So no. That is not an option at this moment. Okay, so that pretty much just leaves us with, like, going out over this way, potentially. Actually, it would be here. Or going into Europe. I highly doubt that there's anybody that would come to our court over this way. Yeah, this is, about what I expected. Hang on. Cannot press claim. He is a vassal of the Maharaja. Okay. But why can we release our anger on him? Challenge him to a duel? Okay, yeah, I guess we can do that to anybody. Sure. Well, that's fine. I don't actually care about that. Let's check on the truce status on Britannia. We are still truced there. I would like to get Gowrie under our control. We can seize all de jure lands here. And let's just get that cleaned up nice and quickly. I'm just going to raise up our men-at-arms only here, and in we go. Okay. We need a new court physician, and I guess this is fine. We'll be in debt very briefly, but incredibly briefly. And we'll put this guy in as our marshal. Cool. So that looks okay. How long on this raise? 50 days? Not bad. So let's get Gowrie under control here. Our rival died. That's perfect. We should probably go after Iceland eventually as well. So that's probably a thing that we should do. There's a disillusion faction. That's very rude. And we should probably consider attacking out over this way or up over this way. Or, you know, there's a lot of areas that we can press. Wow. Take a look at this. That's one way to have our text go. It does say Africa, kind of. Kind of. Well, that's something we clearly need to change. And we will do that. Have we raised up our forces? Yes, we have. This is all absolutely fine. Let's get Gowrie under our control here, and we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Perfect. So Gowrie's under our control. The only thing we need now up here is Britannia, and what we really need for that is the kingdom title of England. So, for that, what do we have for claimants? I mean, we're truced right now, so this isn't the biggest of deals. But there are definitely some potential options there. Or will be. So for now, that's definitely not a big deal. I wouldn't mind cleaning up some of this Italy area. So we've got like Salerno, we've got Sicily, Tuscany, Venice. There's definitely some things here to do. So, Sicily. What do we got here? This guy would not come to court. Okay. What do we have on them already? Just conquered duchies. Okay, that's definitely not ideal, but let's get this going. For Salerno, we definitely want to do a county conquer. Perfect. And then beyond that, do we want to do anything else in this region? Do we want to attack Tuscany? What de jure lands are this? The Duchy of Tuscany? Yeah, I think that's just the Duchy of Tuscany up over here. That's fine. We can definitely get this de jure. And then we can attack Venice as well, in theory. Yeah, taking the Duchy of Ancona. We could also, of course... This is in our territory, right? Yes, it is. Okay. We could also attack Pisa, seizing the de jure lands here. And then we've got Romagna up here, conquering this duchy. And then there's Brescia. This is a lot. And then there's Trent. I want to get a lot of cleanup done over here. The question is, do we also attack Croatia? Probably not at this time. Yeah, I think no at this time. So we limit it to a mere 8 wars. Oh boy. And we need to drop a rally point here. We'll raise our men at arms, 46 days. We'll raise a few levy troops as well. We should definitely have at least 2 forces here. No doubt about it. We're in a lot of wars right now, and the AI is going to view this as us being in trouble. So we're probably going to see factionalism. We're probably going to see potentially enemies declaring war on us. And they're not very smart to do that. But that's probably things that we're going to see that the AI be more willing to do than they normally would be. So we're just going to head on up over here, and we'll wrap up one of these wars immediately. Cool. In we go. Perfect. So our truce ends, and these guys are sailing in. That's fine. This war is over. We're going to enforce those demands, and we are going to split off a bombard force here. So this is going to be probably about a 20k force is likely sufficient. Then we're going to grab a siege leader, like this guy, and he's going to head in directly up over here. We do want to grant out these titles. We don't want to hold them ourselves. We're going to revoke this title from the Grand Master, and then we'll grant that out. And then we'll grant this out as well. Perfect. Okay. So I would very much like to eliminate this force. And we'll get that done shortly. Cool. So that's a stack wipe. We'll head up over this direction for now. And there's a number of sieges that need to happen up over here right now. So this demand artifact will decline. I'm wondering how quickly we'll siege this. 14 months, that is not very quick at all. We should probably just abandon that and go fight. So we'll do exactly that. This war is going to be over incredibly shortly. In fact, it's over right now. We'll enforce those demands. Perfect. And we're going to continue to head northward here. So we need to head up over this way. We are, of course, needing to grant out these titles, which we will do. Not you. Okay. We'll do this. There we go. And we've got 6 additional wars here. Okay. Well, 2 down, 6 to go. Let's make our way northward and look to do more battling up here. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do yet. Oh, they're actually walking into Rome here. Okay. We'll fight them here for sure. 1000% we're okay with that. So that's going to get us quite a lot of war score there. In fact, that ended the war. That is this war. There we go. We'll enforce those demands. And now we just need to keep heading northward here. I would like to eliminate more armies up over here. So these guys are going to want to siege here while we bring in our main fighting force over this way. Now, they're probably going to look to fight our siege force. They are. We're a ways behind here, but I don't think they're going to be able to stack wipe this. The siege force is actually stack wiped. Remarkable. That was very rude. Okay. Well, we ended the war anyway. So we'll enforce those demands, and we're going to make our way up over to here next. That seems fine. We're going to grant these out. We don't want to hold them ourselves. And we're going to have to start re-raising our bombards. It was very unfortunate that they were able to do that. I'm going to give this a month tick, and then we'll start the bombards heading over. So we're going to drop a rally point about here. We'll raise our men-at-arms here. It's going to take them 15 months to arrive. Okay. That's fine. We're just going to go up and fight armies in the meantime. But that was very rude of them. Very rude indeed. They want a white piece? No, get out of here. That is not happening. I can tell you that right now. Okay, so we're going to stack wipe this. I'm going to probably station besiegers here, actually. And then we're going to head up over this way. Cool. So we're going to catch this force. No problem. How are we doing down over here? Yeah, this is going to be another 13 months, allegedly. That's fine. We're going to head up this direction. We'll station besiegers here. And I see these guys heading south here. They're looking to fight these raiders, but I want to fight them. So in we go. Harming those animals must indeed be a crime. Okay, so we're going to head in to Ravenna here. Oh, this is sieging very quickly. Okay, we'll definitely siege that down then. We're at 72. That was a low-level fort. Okay. Well, that's certainly noted. So this siege is going to be done quickly here in Pisa. Claiming Maghreb. Hilarious. Okay, so Pisa is under control. I'm going to send them up over here to reinforce. So that seems reasonably fine. This is all under our control at this point. Yeah, this siege is going to be 14 months. That's going to be very, very slow. Let's take these forces up over this way instead. Oh, this is very rude. Is that... That's commanded by ruler. Let's actually head down there. Stewardship perk? Sure. And we'll grab at any cost. That'll allow us to sell titles, which we may not actually want to do, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, so she reduced her feudal taxes to us. That's very rude, but whatever. So we're going to come down and stack wipe these guys. We're hoping to capture the ruler, and we're not going to get more battle war score. Yeah, we were hoping to capture the ruler. It didn't happen. I'm going to station besiegers here, and we're going to take our main force up over this way and look to capture... Well, actually, that's captained by a captain. Okay, sure. That's fine. Imagine how much better this would be going if we had bombards. Well, you know, that's what happens when you get greedy. So we'll just eliminate this force here. That's fine. And let's head on up this way now. Cool. So this is looking fine for the moment. This is only going to be worth like 3 war score here. Absolutely noted. Okay. And we just stack wiped that. 9 months here. Let's station besiegers. And we're going to head up and fight these guys up in the hills. So that looks fine for now. We've only got the 4 wars ongoing here. And we will very, very soon have our bombards back. So that'll be nice. Do we have a siege leader here? We do. Okay. Just wanted to check that. So we win that battle, no problem. We did not stack wipe them, but that's fine. Okay. We wrapped up this siege. These guys are being obnoxious here. So we're going to have to station besiegers here and come back. That's going to cause a problem for us because when these guys finish retreating, they're going to come right back and attack this force. But, you know, what are we going to do? We need to get down here and take this back over. And, of course, these guys are coming in here. Yeah, we're stretched very thin right now. We need to clean some of this up, but bombards are going to take a while to show back up. What are you going to do? Well, the answer is we're going to keep stack wiping these and hope to capture their ruler. That's the answer. So we've got about 30 days left here, and we need to walk back up over here. These guys are going to siege this back. Ah, there's some of our bombards. Perfect. Okay, so we need to wrap up these sieges, right? Now that our bombards are back, this is going to go so much more quickly. Perfect. We're going to group back up with them, and we died. Okay, so we were poisoned, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant. So they're going to do all of that nonsense. That's fine. We have our bombards back. Let's wrap these wars up properly. Okay, let's get this done. So this siege is going to be done in 5 days. This war is now over. We'll enforce those demands, It goes so much better when you have siege weapons. So we'll grant this on over here and over here. I didn't think that they were actually going to stack wipe our 20k stack. That was mildly surprising, but it's fine. So we're going to grab this. This will end this war, of course. Enforce those demands. And now we're going to wander on up over here. And then we'll deal with these guys. Excellent. Okay, we need a new tax collector, and that will be this guy. Looks good. We do have a dangerous faction here, and that's not surprising, considering that we just had a succession. So we need to get all of these powerful vassals in for the moment. And we need to set a lifestyle focus. Now, we're already in stewardship. Okay, this is fine. Let's wrap up these wars. Excellent. We'll enforce these demands. And we're going to walk right on up over here. What do we got going on for these dangerous factions right now? Liberty? Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. So we're going to win this battle easily enough. Ticking war score is, of course, against us right now. But we're just going to walk on in and end this incredibly quickly. Mildly awkward, took a little longer than expected, but we did manage to get a lot of cleanup over here in Italy. So that looks solid. Okay, that was only 86. We have to siege here in Toronto. That won't take very long, though. Okay. There's a lot of disease going on right now, too. So that's also understood. We're currently at 86% war score. Let's wrap this up and get out of this. Okay, so let's enforce those demands and disband our troops. Now, we've got a little bit of work to do here. So, first things first, we should probably find a stewardship spouse. We've got one. Okay, we can just have her hop over to manage domain. That puts us to 11 of 10. Okay, that's probably good enough. Yeah, that should be reasonably fine. So, what else do we have going on in our factions here? Okay. So the Liberty faction is definitely going to be a problem, but we can deal with this next episode, and that's exactly what we're going to do. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kent Togan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.